Jog on.
So Jason Momoa had some choice words for Warner Brothers, and this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for somebody that was on that Justice League set during the reshoots to come forward and say what happened. Somebody with some credibility. And Jason Momoa had this to say. You can read it. It's on the screen. And he's essentially backing up Ray Fisher, saying this has to be taken serious, that the Justice League reshoots were shitty. Now, of course, we already knew the Justice League reshoots were shitty. I don't think that was a mystery to anybody. But as you can see, no specifics. Still, Jason Momoa also said that the Frosty movie announcement was a fake announcement to draw attention away from what Ray Fisher was saying about Joss Whedon and John Berg. And of course, the Frosty movie was supposedly produced by John Berg and it was going to star Jason Momoa. Now, that movie announcement came out like 3 months ago. And right here, Jason Momoa is saying that it was fake. So for 3 months, he knew it was fake and he said nothing until now. So, just very confusing. I don't know why you would sit on something for 3 months if you know it's fake, if you know it's misinformation. What's stopping you from telling people that? And I'm very confused on this sentence. I don't know what this means. Is the Frosty movie fake? Because he goes on to say that it was released without his permission. So, is the movie real or not? Are you in this movie? Does this matter? Why is Jason Momoa got confused things even more? And then after that, you had Ray Fisher coming out saying that the Ben Affleck Batman news, that dropped, saying that Ben Affleck's Batman was going to be in the Flash movie. That was all just a ploy to take attention away from Ray Fisher. That's what Ray Fisher's saying, and I find that very hard to believe because that Ben Affleck Batman news was going to get out no matter what. And I'm sure it had nothing to do with Ray Fisher. Considering what Ray Fisher's trying to do isn't exactly a big news topic anyway. It seems the only people that really care about this are people that are already invested in the Snyder Cut. And I was listening to some very interesting theories about why all this is happening. One of them came from John Campea, which was surprising. I haven't listened to him in a long time. And he made a wild theory that this whole thing could just be a PR stunt that Ray Fisher's doing. And I don't know what the PR stunt is for. Possibly to hype up the Snyder Cut coming out. Because it really isn't a coincidence that we got the announcement of the Snyder Cut, and then a few weeks later, Ray Fisher starts doing this whole, we got to get the big bad executives at Warner Brothers because our on-set treatment of Justice League was so bad and so abusive and so shitty that we have to get justice for it, even though it's 3 years later. And most of the people that were in the positions of power back then are working completely different jobs now. It seems the only big guy that's left is Toby Emmerich. And I would be shocked if Ray Fisher's really trying to take down Toby Emmerich right now. There's also some theories that Zack Snyder is telling Ray Fisher to do all this in order to get back at the people that crossed him at Warner Brothers. And I don't see Zack Snyder doing anything like that. He doesn't seem that bloodthirsty. So what are we to make of all of this? Because if the abuse on set was truly horrific, then why did you sit on it for 3 years before saying anything? And if that Frosty news was really fake, why did Jason Momoa wait 3 months before he said anything? It's all a coordinated effort by Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa, and whoever else. Some people say Zack Snyder, some people say Warner Brothers. Either way, it's clear there's a coordinated effort to do something here. You don't just come up with slogans like accountability before entertainment. You don't strain things out this long. You don't have your tweets set on a timetable if you're not putting together a larger campaign here, coordinating something that goes beyond just getting justice for what happened on one movie set. And it's no secret that the Justice League reshoots were shitty. That is an open secret in Hollywood. That's not the issue. The issue is they waited 3 years before they said anything. The issue is they still haven't said what the abuse is. And the biggest issue I have is that they still haven't said what the fuck accountability even means in this situation. What is the punishment Ray Fisher wants for these people? I personally think a fine of whatever, bonus check money they got, just fine them that amount of money and let that be the end of it. Have them make a public apology. Let that be the end of it. Hell, suspend them for a few months. Let that be the end of it. But to get people fired from other positions that they're working at that has nothing to do with Justice League anymore is a step way too far. It's obvious the abuse on the Justice League set is being used for some other agenda right now, because for 3 years it didn't matter until now. What Ray Fisher is doing is very much PR, is very much propaganda. In every sense of the word, he's got people hooked on slogans. He doesn't give any specifics. Everything's on a set timetable. I can guarantee you within a week or a week and a half from now, there'll be something else to the story, and it's just going to keep going like that for months probably. And I really don't care about it anymore. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to go to Tennessee and get fucked up. And everybody else can wallow in this toxicity that Ray Fisher is just going to continue with until he gets whatever he wants, or until Warner Brothers gets what they want, because Ray Fisher could very well be working for Warner Brothers right now. He did before. He used to say things for them that wasn't true for money. Who's to say he's not doing it again? And if this all just turns out to be a giant PR ploy to get people more interested in the Snyder Cut because they'll finally see the movie that was going to be released, but due to the horrible Justice League reshoots, it never saw the light of day until now. I could see the whole PR spin this is going to do for the Snyder Cut, and I could see how it can get people interested. The problem is nobody really cares about what Ray Fisher's doing. This news topic isn't reaching anybody beyond the Snyder community. But that's just my thoughts. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean? Is that advice?
Yeah. Just don't worry about it, mate.
Yeah, just not that easy, though, is it? It's like saying, don't worry that you're bleeding. Just by saying that, it doesn't go away.
I was bleeding from the anus for a month last year, and I never went to the doctor.